Welcome back, guys. Here we are looking into some built-in class attributes, and then we will move forward to the method section. Every Python class keeps following built-in attributes, and they can be accessed using the dot operator like the attribute dash. Dect, that is the dictionary containing the class namespaces. Doc, class documentation string or none if undefined. And name, return the class name. Module name in which the class is defined. This attribute is the main in interactive mode, main function. We will learn later on about this, but just these are related to built-in class attributes, so I am just for your awareness sharing with you. Here the basis, a possible empty tuple containing the base classes in order of their occurrence in the base class list. Let's see the example. We have the employee class, common base class for all employees, emp count 0. Def, here the init function, self.name. Here we are passing the three arguments, parameters in it, self, name, and salary. Here self.name is equal to name, self.salary is equal to salary, and employee.emp count plus equal to 1. So this is the another method function inside in class. This is the display count, total employees, and here this is the count integer value. So we are just percentage D. We are using modulo operator D, and display the employee. We are passing the self and name self.name and self.salary. And here these are the built-in class attributes which I mentioned you earlier. We are calling here. Let's call it and then run it. Then what happened? Here the employee.doc, the common base class for all employees. Here this is the doc string which we have written over here, which covers .doc automatically. Name of class, here the employee is the name of class, and the module is the main by default, so it's the main. And here the basis, if you see here, the base class is the class object, and employee.dictionary, as I mentioned you, this is the empty tuple containing the base classes in order to their occurrence in base class list. So if we see here the dictionary containing class namespace, so the dictionary contains the module main, doc common base this, emp count 0, init is equal to functional this, display count function is this, and this is all about, and dictionary is equal to this dictionary of employees, and weak reference is about the employee object. So this is all about the built-in attributes for Python in built-in attributes for class in Python. Let's move to our next topic, that is the methods in class. Methods are functions defined inside the body of class. They are used to perform operations with the attributes of our objects. Methods are key concept of the OOP paradigm. They are essential to dividing responsibilities in programming, especially in large applications. Methods are very much like and the similar like functions acting on object that takes object itself into account by using the self argument. So here if we see this is the circle class, pi is the variable on class level we are getting and assigning the value 3.14. This is the init function where we are passing the self and radius equal to 1. This is 1 is equal to 1 is the default value for radius. So in case of the user will provide the value for radius as an argument. Otherwise, if in case of not, then it will take it as 1. We will later on learn about the optional and default values for the arguments for methods. Self.radius is equal to radius. This is assigning to this, and here we are calculating the area. Radius multiplied by radius multiplied by circle dot pi. This is the calculation area default method, And method for resetting radius, here the self new radius, so self dot radius is equal to new radius, and self dot area is equal to new radius multiplied by new radius and self dot pi. Here we are fetching this pi through self. Method for getting circumference, we are passing the self and return self dot radius multiplied by self dot pi multiplied by 2. This is the formula of circumference, so you can use it as it. So here we are calling the class and assigning this to the C object, and we are just calculating here the C dot radius and C dot area and C dot get circumference. When we execute it, then it's a radius of circle is 1. This is by default. And area of circle is 3.14 because radius is 1. 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 3.14, so 3.14. And circumference of circle is the 6.28 because this self dot radius is 1 and self dot pi is 3.14. So when multiplied 2, then this results. If we see in this inner method, in order to calculate the area attribute, we had to call the circle dot pi. Here, this is we are calling here. This because the object does not yet have its own dot pi attribute. So we call the class object attribute pi instead. In the set radius method, we will be working with an existing circle object that does have its own pi attribute. So we are using here self.pi. So here we can use either circle.pi or self.pi. You can change the radius and see the impact on it well. So let's see, here we are setting the radius to 7. Previous results we have in front of us, here these, and now when we run this, then see the result. Radius of circle is 7. Area of circle is 153.86. Circumference of circle is 43.96. So how we use the self notion to reference attributes of the class within the method class, and also you must keep practice these features because these will be the help you to be a good geek in programming of the Python. So thank you. I will be back with next lecture and we will move forward. Bye for now.